Hello students, let us start chapter 3 Fiber to Fabric. In class 6 you have learned about some fibers obtained from plants. You also learned that wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece, that means hair of sheep or yak. Silk fibers come from cocoons of the silk moth. Do you know which part of the sheep's body yields fibers? Are you aware how these fibers are converted into the woolen yarns that we buy from the market to knit sweaters? Do you have any idea how silk fibers are made into silk, which is woven into saris? In this chapter, we shall try to find answers to these questions. We know that some fibers are obtained from plants and silk fibers and wool are obtained from animals. Where is wool obtained from? It is obtained from fleece. That means hair of sheep or yak. And talking of silk fibers, they are obtained from cocoons of the silk moth. This is a silk moth and this white ball is the cocoon. And wool is obtained from the hair of sheep. Let us find out how fibers are converted into woolen yarn and silk fibers are made into silk and woven into saris. Animal fibers, wool and silk. Let us first discuss about wool. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. These wool-yielding animals bear hair on their body. Do you know why these animals have thick coat of hair? Hair traps a lot of air. Air is a poor conductor of heat, as you would learn in chapter 4. So, hair keeps these animals warm. Wool is derived from these hairy fibers. As discussed before, wool is obtained from the hair on the body of sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. Now they have thick coat of hair in order to keep these animals warm. How does this happen? How do animals' body remain warm when they have thick coat of hair? Because hair in the body of these animals trap a lot of air in them and air is a bad conductor of heat. What is the meaning of bad conductor of heat? That means air does not transfer heat speedily. Now we will learn more about this in chapter 4. Next, activity 3.1. Feel the hair on your body and arms and those on your head. Do you find any difference? Which one seems coarse and which one is soft? When you touch the hair on your head, your body or your arms, you can find that they are all different from each other. Some hair are coarse, that means they are rough, hard, while some are soft. In the same way, there are two types of hair or fibers that forms the fleece of sheep. Like us, the hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers that form its fleece, that means hair. The coarse beard hair and the fine soft underhair close to the skin. The fine hair provides the fiber for making wool. So as I told you, in the same way, like us, there are two types of hair or fibers that come from the fleece of sheep. First, the rough beard hair. Second, the fine soft hair which are present just near the skin of the sheep. These fine hair provide the fibers for making wool. That is why wool is made from soft hair because of its fine quality. Now, there are some breeds of sheep that possess only fine underhair. They don't have rough hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft underhair. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring, such as soft underhair in sheep, is termed as selective breeding. Now, sometimes sheep are selected to gain a breed that has only soft underhair. Underhair means the hair that is close to the skin of the sheep. So there are sheep which are selectively breeded so that they only have soft hair on the skin or having less or no hard hair. So selective breeding is the process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offsprings. What is the meaning of offspring? Offspring means the baby. So the baby will be special, or it has special characters such as soft underhair, and this is termed as selective breeding. So what is selective breeding? It is the process of selecting parents. The process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their babies, that is offspring, such as soft underhair in sheep. Animals that yield wool. Several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of our country. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool, though wool commonly available in the market is sheep wool, as you can see in figure 3.1. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora wool is obtained from Angora goats found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. The underfur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawls called pashmina shawls. The fur or hair on the body of camels is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca found in South America also yield wool. Now in different parts of our country, many breeds of sheep are found. Apart from the fleece of sheep, that means apart from the hair of sheep, there are other animals whose fleece or hair are used in yielding wool. They are yak, which are common in Tibet and Ladakh. We have Angora wool, which is obtained from Angora goats, which are found in hilly areas. Where are these goats found? They are found in hilly areas such as Jammu and Kashmir. Fine shawls called pashmina shawls like these are woven from the underfur, that means hair of Kashmiri goat, which is soft. Other animals whose fur or hair on the body is used as wool are camels, llama and alpaca, the latter being found in South America. Next, activity 3.2. Collect pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool. Stick them in your scrapbook. If you are unable to get pictures, try and draw them from the ones given in this book. Find out words for sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language and also other languages of our country. So in this activity, you have to collect pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool. So which are the animals whose hair is used as wool? They are sheep, yak, camel, llama, goat and alpaca. So you have to collect pictures of these animals and stick it in your notebook. Okay, you have to stick pictures of any two animals in your notebook. This is your activity. And if you cannot find pictures, you have pictures given in your textbook. You can try and draw pictures of any two animals whose wool is used, whose hair is used as wool, and then stick them in your notebook. Next, you can find out words for sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language. That means the language you speak at home. And also you can find out what are these animals called in other languages of our country. Activity 3.3. Procure outline maps of India and the world. Find out and mark the places on the map where you find animals that provide wool. Use different colors to denote the location for different wool yielding animals. So in this activity, you can find outline maps of India and outline map of the world, and on that map you can mark the places where you can find animals that provide wool. That means different parts or different locations where you can find animals like sheep, yak, goat, camel, etc. And you can also use different colors for denoting the location of different wool yielding animals. Now in table 3.1 we have some Indian breeds of sheep. So in this table we have name of breed, that means these are breed of sheep and the quality of wool they give, and also state where these are found. So from this table we can see that Rajasthan, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir and Gujarat are the states where sheep are found in India. So you can mark these states in the map, in the outline map of India. The next topic we are going to discuss is from fiber to wool. For obtaining wool, sheep are reared. Their hair is cut and processed into wool. Let us learn about this process. So, sheep are reared. That means they are looked after. उन्हें पालते हैं. They are looked after for obtaining wool. Then their hair is cut and processed into wool. Let us learn about this in detail. Rearing and breeding of sheep. If you travel to the hills in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim, or the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat, you can see shepherds taking their herds of sheep for grazing. Sheep are herbivores and prefer grass and leaves. Apart from grazing sheep, rearers also feed them on a mixture of pulses, corn, jawar, oil cakes that are material left after taking out oil from seeds and minerals. In winter, sheep are kept indoors and fed on leaves, grain and dry fodder. Now, if you have travelled in the above mentioned places, you can see shepherds taking their herds of sheep for grazing. That means for eating grass, because sheep are herbivorous. They are also fed with leaves, pulses, corn, jawar, oil cakes, which is a material left out after taking oil from the seeds, and also with minerals. Sheep are kept indoor during winter and fed on grain and dry fodder, means hay or dried grass. Sheep are reared in many parts of our country for wool. Table 3.1 gives the names of some breeds of sheep reared in our country for producing wool. The quality and texture of the fiber obtained from them is also indicated in the table. Now in table 3.1, as we have discussed before, there are some breeds of sheep. So these breeds of sheep are given, name of the breed is given, quality of the wool is given. In Lohi breed of sheep, good quality wool is obtained and they are found in Rajasthan and Punjab. So the state where they are found is also given. So the name of breed, quality of wool and state where they are found are given. These are some breeds of sheep. So from different sheep we get different texture and quality of wool. Certain breeds of sheep have thick coat of hair on their body which yields good quality wool in large quantities. As mentioned earlier, these sheep are selectively bred, with one parent being a sheep of good breed. Once the red sheep have developed a thick growth of hair is shaved off for getting wool. So there are different breeds of sheep, and there are some breeds of sheep which have thick coat of hair on their body, and because of this good quality wool is yielded in large quantities. बहुत ज़्यादा quantity में हमें अच्छी quality के wool मिलते हैं. These sheep are selectively bred. That means we have discussed this before, the topic of selective breeding. So they are bred that way with selecting parents of good breed. So they have at least one parent which has a good breed. So in this way, the hair of the red sheep is of good quality. Then the hair of the sheep is shaved off for getting wool once it have developed thick growth of hair. We will discuss about processing fibers into wool in the next class.